Hello, Cancer. I'm Melanie Florence. Welcome to Hot Tea for the Soul. Today, we're talking sweet hot tea. We're talking self-love. What's the sweet hot tea? We're going to sit down and have a sip and work out what's going on in your self-love energies. How do we love ourselves? How do we heal ourselves so that we can be better people, so that we can have a better scope of being a better person for ourselves and being in our community? All right, Cancer. We are in the middle of the spooky season leading up into Halloween. So I pull out a few witchy cards, but generally I use the Greenwood deck. I've been reading it for 25 years, and they're all surrounding those natural witchy elements that we're looking for in a witchy reading. So that's where my readings go. All right, one card. These cards are really hard to shuffle. One card, there it is. All right, this one, deck up here. What do we got? So, a pool of suppressed emotions lie trapped within you. It's time for you to release them. Allow your feelings and emotions to surface. You are safe. It's okay for you to open your heart and be vulnerable. This is a time of healing old wounds. This is a healing process. A blessing is not, it's a blessing, not a curse. All right, so look at that. All right, so you got a blockage, emotional blockage, we're going to let it go. All right, so that's what we're going. We're removing these blockages. You got a pool of emotion that you've just let build up, that we've been building up. Now it's time for our little water Cancerians to let that pull out. All right, let your emotions out. Feel them, express them, live them. All right, live the real you. What else have we got for Cancer? For this sweet hot tea, what do we got going on? Got a whole new setup. Went through the retrogrades, like went retracted, became a hermit. All right, it's time to embrace your passion. This is fire. This is a fire element, if ever there was. This is like a spark of life. This is like kapow. This is like a light in the dark. What's lighting up your passion? Follow your passion. Follow your heart. All right, make good choices for yourself. Listen to your intuition. Take time to listen to your intuition. All right, take passion so you can release those emotions, so you can be a better you. Be involved in your life in a passionate way. All right, a bit of a witch's brew, this one, Cancer. So what else have we got here for our emotional release? For our self-love. What is our self-love? We've got a leek. Not a leek, it's a fennel. Strength. And you can see why. This is a strength of heart. All right? And it's fire. You can see this, right? The strength of heart and your word and your sword. This has to be almost like that Leo strength card. Right, so the strength of your passion, your pungency and potency, right, the goodness of your heart is inside of that. And that's what embracing your passions is about, isn't it? Like embracing your heart, embracing the goodness, embracing your strength. A blessing for good work. All right, if you're working towards stuff, we've got a kingfisher in here with a nice crown on their head, right? So you've been doing good work. A blessing for good work to come your way, maybe. We had a second card jump out of there. What did we get? A second blessing. A blessing on the home. Maybe you're working from home. All right, so look, and there's a nest in there, nest eggs. We've got a lot of birds inside of this. And there's a bit of a transformation energy inside of here, blooming, growing. This is a fertile bone. So we've got a blessing for good work and a blessing on your home, Cancer. All right, so that might be things in the family coming well, or things with work that might have been going badly, might be starting to clear up for you, Cancer. Maybe there's a clearing inside of there for us. All right, blessing on the home. And there's trees right through that, look. All the trees, that fertile Gaia energy. It's a nice earthy mother home card. Really fertile energies for us there, Cancer. All right, we're going to put this one over here. All right, so let's get into the actual readings. So these first 5 cards that come out are a foundation. So this is a work card as well. This is a new job card. This is starting a new foundation. This is where you can see that, you know, where you lay your foundation stone. And when you look back, you'll look back and go, there are all the milestones in my life. And that's where I laid a foundation. So it might be new house, new job, new direction, new home. So we got work and home sitting there, which are both earthy signs in there, but got a lot of passion to go with it while we're releasing our emotions. All right, so 5 cards for how we got here. laying new foundations. Maybe you started something afresh during this last year. You're looking and reflecting. This is a Pisces sort of card, right? This is a transition of the soul. This is inside of, you know, going from one side to the other, and we take this time to remove ourselves from our emotions and really reflect on what's been going on. So this hangman stasis, right? You can leave this at any time, but this is a moment where we take ourselves and put ourselves aside. So you might have been going through a healing period where you've really been looking at your life from outside of yourself, right? So, what else have we got? All right, got a whole new setup, new camera angle, everything. Hope it's working for you. Let me know. Thank you for still being here. What else we got? Oh, Chariot. This is Cancer energy. All right, so this is really harnessing your potential energy and really knowing your skills, knowing your strengths, knowing your weaknesses, really knowing what your aim is, knowing you have all your skills in your quiver. All right, you're skilled, you're trained, and this is taking on the world and really pushing forward. This is action energy inside of this card. That's the action side of Cancer, not the soppy side of Cancer, but that action empowered. You know what I'm talking about, Cancer. All right, so really knowing who you are, knowing your skills, really applying them to the world. So you might be reflecting on yourself within this new foundation of who you are and reflecting back on your life and knowing what those skills are. But you're empowered by this reflection in here. All right, letting go of that pool of emotions that you've been like holding on to, right? And that's what this is, letting go of that pool of emotions that you've been holding on to and working out how to empower yourself and your strength. All right, okay, been a bit frustrating. All right, 5 is always of the senses, so our mental processes through our senses could be a bit frustrating, could be a bit of anxiety inside of that when we do that. All right, so this is really honing in on that. You might feel like you have been spurting off arrows all over the place and they haven't been hitting their target, right? It's a lot of ideas. Sometimes to release that frustration, you need to just write things down. But it's really experiencing. So inside of this, you might be really going through these frustrations because you feel like you're feeling your you're feeling your thoughts, and they're giving you anxiety. So they're really frustrating. All right, so it might be frustrating conversations that have been going on back and forth because these arrows already are going back and forth with these 2 arrows. Might have been really combative conversations to do with work or getting forward in things, and you've been reflecting on how we move forward in work and stuff, and that there's been an amount of frustration inside of here. All right, what else we got? Cancer. Oh, that just flew out, right? Oh, impassioned. This is impassioned. This is like your impassioned, masculine, potent, driven action energy, right? This is, if we're impassioned, potent, male, sexual energy, you don't have to be a man for this to be implied. You could be that. This could be somebody in your life, all right? This could be you embracing those qualities, Cancer, all right? So you might want to embrace these qualities of this impassioned, empowered, and taking drive and really going after things. Passion. This is the same thing. We've got passion and passion. This is passion, the same card, right, that we got hidden in the background over there. Don't hide your passion. We're really bringing it forward inside here. Maybe you're frustrated because you are impassioned. Maybe there's something in here that you've been holding you back from being able to be this impassioned in here, like in how you've been trying to set yourself up and you've been reflecting and all these frustrations. Maybe you're sexually frustrated. Maybe there also. Maybe. Look, that's what it says. All right, let's move. This is where you've come from. You'll know if that's you. If it's not you, don't try to tune in on it, please. This is, working on this. All right, so what have we got? This is now your healing element. So those first 5 cards, how we got here, Cancer. Now we've got your healing element. Where are we going? Oh, healing element, judgment. All right. So look at the big bear. Isn't that scary? Look at that. That's what you think of yourself. That's all those scary thoughts. That's the stuff that you tell yourself. The fear that we feel when we think, when we've got these frustrations, are as big as a bear, as big as a saber-toothed tiger. Fear has never devolved. It's meant to protect us, right? Really what you do is focus, Padawan, because you really want to focus on this tunnel, right? Focus on where you're going. You can see there's joy and there's flying reindeers and there's rainbows in the back of this card on the other side. And we've got these stoic sentinels here, and you know that that's the path. You can see the mystic writings on the wall, right? Feel the fear and do it anyway, right? This is you trying to achieve. This is you trying to live up to your dreams sometimes. All right, so there's been a fear of judgment, perhaps. Maybe you were going through a judgment. That does come into that. Maybe you're going through something that's got to do with contracts and judgments and those sort of things, Cancer. You could be judging yourself, other people judging you. It all sits in that spot. Don't feel the bear. Don't fear the bear. Focus. Focus on your path. All right. Healing. Oh, blasted oak. Blast away, breakaway energy. This is lightning energy. Good or bad, breakaway. Breaks away from bullshit, breaks away from everything's lightning change. It's fierce, it's happening, it's on. You can see we're going to ground out from that. We're going to lose this limb that's dead, that's no longer good to us inside of this framework. This lightning energy is going to hit the ground. So inside the judgment, Cancer, inside of whatever's happening, this is lightning energy and it's just about to happen. So it might be something swift, it's just about to happen. This is a healing element. Don't be afraid. And there's talking, there's a lot of talk. So maybe there's been a lot of talk about what's been going on here, and this frustration has turned into talk. All right, you keeping your eye on the goal. We've now blasted away, and the judgment from that is coming. All right, so we'll get to this frustration over here where this is sexual frustration. We're not going to forget that just yet. It is empowered energy just here. Maybe you've been frustrated in how to empower that. But woodpecker, we're talking now. We're talking, maybe you were holding it in before. Now we're talking. Your healing element is talking about this change. Blasting free of this judgment of yourself, blasting free. Right, blasting free. We jump that energy. All right, what else? One more. All right, Cancer. What else have we got going on in here? Let it out. Talking. All right, so this guy does make judgments. He would be that sort of guy. He is a wise, just king, right? He is air energy. So you may have been called, maybe you've been looking for a mentor of some sort, but there's a lot of communication going on. There's a lot of talking. All right, so this guy may have not been talking, but they're talking now. All right, maybe the talking bit is the bit that's going to relieve this frustration. You weren't talking properly and there's a lot of talk going on. And you're blasting away, you're sort of taking this king energy. All right, you're wiser now. And maybe that this has turned, this frustration, this time of frustration has turned into wisdom inside of here. It was essential, but it's time for talking. It's time for talking, Cancer. All right, so it's time for talking. There's talk in the air. There's a lot of banter going on. You're going to find it. Chit-chat. You're all in on it. It's time to talk. All right, Cancer. What else have we got? So, how are we going to apply to ourselves? How are we going to apply this to the world? Right? You're going to heal. You're really broken away. It's something fierce. Good or bad, it's fierce. Change. All right, one more. What else have we got for Cancer? Yep. You. Okay. How are we applying this to the world? Oh. So we've got 3 kings on the table. So this is the king of emotions. This is the euphoric king. So he's either like an emotional retard or he's like really loving. He's the father. He's the father of all of them. Like that really nurturing about their emotions. And there's a euphoric energy when they really buy into their emotions and loving emotions. We know from this that there's something maybe that you need to get to the heart of the matter. You can see that. This is about jealousy, so sometimes it talks about 3 people inside of a union, 3 conversations going on, or this can be about needing to actually get to the heart of the conversation, and there's talking to be done. So let's see what this middle card is, because this is the middle energy of the reading. Ooh, all right. So, in other decks, this talks about being removed from your emotions and distant from your emotions. In this deck, it really talks about being attached to your emotions and feeling your emotions through your senses. It does warn of escapism, but this is about dancing in the rivers of life. So you could have a 3-party, maybe there's something that you need to get to the heart of the matter, because this is a breakaway energy in here. All right, and this is sitting in the middle. Maybe you're having trouble expressing this emotion. Maybe you've been having trouble expressing these emotions in here. But right now in the world, this is what we see. It's like somebody, like this can be broken-hearted energy, but this could be third-party energy inside of here. All right, so, but this is a real enjoyment. These 2 cards together is a real enjoyment. This here does speak of something here that's gone astray. This has still got a frustration inside of your love energy and your passion energy, and you can see it. This is still inside of that space in here. I really think there's conversations that need to be had. All right, so if this is not for you, you would know by now. Thank you for still being here if you are. All right, Cancer, that's 1, that's 2. This is how we are in our partnerships right now. Ooh. So this is a yes or no. This is an in or out. This is a lovers. This is Gemini. This is a Gemini lover card, right? So this is in or out. This is like, is it your counterpart? Are you going to choose love? Are you going to choose love inside of this to create this balance, this third energy? Like, and you get to choose love in here, Cancer. You get to choose love because you've broken away from stuff. You've broken away from stuff. All right, what's the other one? Wow, and this is a yin yang. What you put in is what you get out. All right, so this is our making honey, honey. This is a reciprocation in the process, all right? And it's making the honey in our lives. And this can be in partnerships. This is a soulmate sort of card that both people are putting in an equilibrium inside of this, inside of it, to make it work and make it prosperous. It's also rewards for your work, like you being rewarded for your hard work and effort and that you come in here. All right, but this is a soulmate sort of energy sort of in here. All right, now I want to know the self-love card. All right, Cancer, one more. What is the self-love card? What have you got to concentrate? People see you as the lover. You've made a change. There's been some frustration in this passion, but it's going to come out if you actually have these conversations. All right, it's going to turn out to be a beautiful soulmate. There's a soulmate coupling sitting in here. What have I got for the self-love? Oh, attraction. This is two soulmates. This is a soulmate card. Here we're soulmate and soulmate. We've gone through a lot. You had to work out a lot. You had to focus and you had to go through a transition. And you've really been frustrated about what your passion is and that sort of stuff in here. And there's conversations and you had to take control of being wise and behave. You might have even been distant. There's a bit of breakaway energy in here. All right, and that breakaway energy and the judgment of all this. But what come out of it is this king, this noble king, and this is your heart. All right, and finding this ecstasy in the middle of it. Finding out how do you use your emotions for your good. There's conversations. There's conversations. You have these conversations. You clear this air of whatever that is. All right, and you've got this beautiful space, Cancer. Right, because this is attraction. These go together, and you can see it. This is soulmate cards. These are soulmate cards. This is soulmate cards. This is a beautiful energy sitting in here. And so we sit inside this element, like with this attraction. And this is soulmate. And you can see it all coming together in here, this beautiful energy for you, Cancer. This is wonderful. There's something really loving going on in your life, and you really need to find the love inside of yourself, all right? And it's in your home, and it's in your work, and it's in your passions, and it's in your strength of heart, and it's in everything inside of you, Cancer. So I'm going to just pull a couple of more elemental cards just to see what else we've got, maybe come out that we can throw with that. Thank you for still being here, Cancer. This is a beautiful reading. All right, you're going to find attraction in your life. Beginnings, new beginnings inside of your life. And there's a moon, there's a darkness, all right, the dark moon inside of there. So we've got some dark moon energies that you're going to go through, but we've really got this bright new beginning. Beginnings and endings, beginnings and endings. There's a beautiful balance inside of here for us, Cancer. This is wonderful. What a beautiful reading. All right. Look at that. Love. Straight off the top of the deck. Love. It's all about love for you, Cancer. I love this for you. Keep the strength of your heart. Show your passions. This is amazing. I hope that resonates with you. I would love to hear from you. Let me know. Please hit like and subscribe. Tell your mates about me. And I will catch you on the flip side. Mahalo.